Hello my friends and welcome back. It's episode 16. And I mean, there's loads of things that we should be doing. But I need to go back to my stash first and see if I can make these knuckle dusters. Ah, it's the very rare sharpening stone. I don't think I'm getting particularly good value for money out of this guy, but hey. I feel like these encounters are just like, hey, you could murder this guy and get his stuff. Did I just never explore this? I don't think this guy's got anything I want. Oh, it's a cave. I'm going to presume that the mushrooms are toxic, not radioactive. Okay, well that was a big fat pile of nothing. One bullet. Oh well, whatever. It was a nice little thing, I suppose. Did I really not explore this? Because it doesn't have a ring. Oh, is this another guard post? Excuse me. More toadstools. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm suddenly sneezing. My name is Oskar. I'll quit when I'm dead. Seems like a good opportunity to convert my used documents into cash. You know, you'd think that the gasoline would be the main issue with making Molotov cocktails, but it's not. It's finding friggin' rags. Which is bizarre. There's so many things about this game that's bizarre. I see locals every day. Only where have you been hiding all this time, I wonder? Ah, how does so much boring end up concentrating into one person? Seems like she's a quest giver, but I didn't give the right answers. Should have said I was from Atom. Maybe. Is there a brick in here? That would be nice. Hey, a brick! Who knew? Did I actually make one of these already? Was it just the one at the beginning of the game? Excuse me. Alright, quality knuckle duster. And the claw one requires 2 of these knuckle dusters, plus nails and scrap. That's probably doable. 7 to 16. Why would you go for 7 to 16 over 6 to 14 with 2 AP cost? When this is 3 AP cost. I don't know, it's like the balance also just feels weird and off. You get a weapon that's got ever so slightly better stats, but it costs a full action point more to swing it. It's a trophy. I'm sure I've just missed another quest there. 56 gasoline? I'm not going to be allowed to take that. It's going to be like a thief thing. Could just take it. That's crazy. Huh. So that's a thing that you can thieve from, but this is like totally okay. Man, I gotta work on my speechcraft because I'm just like closing the door on quests everywhere. Never before has a game screamed to me, you know what you should do? You should just grind at the very beginning up your stats. If you want to see any of the game's content. This guy's probably the leader. Wonder if he buys fuel for good money. Ha! Just go ahead and convert that fuel into cash. I guess this works like corn. As a crafting material. You know what? I'll just give him slightly less of the precious gasoline that I stole. Someone forgot to put a steel tag on that box, I think. I'm at the wrong end of the camp. All right. Keep that. That feels like a quest item. And yet I have no idea. use that. Can these be used for Molotovs? Nope. Has to be bandanas. Five to 11, 2 AP. Why would you give up 10 dodge for 8% damage resist and 1 damage threshold? You're basically increasing the chance to be hit by 10%. And all for what? One... excuse me. One extra damage resist. Maybe 2. If you get hit for 10 damage, you'll take 8. But the odds of you getting hit will be way higher. Okay, you can use wires to make metal bolts for the crossbow, if you're crossbow inclined. See, that would be a good weapon if not for the fact that it's 3 AP instead of 2. How much weight am I carrying right now? I might as well stash the molly for now because I don't even have the skill to throw it, so... I'm pretty sure the T gives the high morale bonus, so it might be worth using that before entering any potential fights or problems. The pile of books attracts the book burners, but I don't think I have the combat skill. Since Oskar was never supposed to be a fighter, and I don't think I have the combat skill to really deal with them. So, we are off to find something we can do. There's one thing I learned about this game is just don't play it like it's Fallout. Make a combat character. If you're gonna go speechcraft, you know, don't try and make a technological, like, you know, a nerdy kind of a bit of everything character. Just friggin' dump all your points in speechcraft. Right, we're going to Death Tunnel. Oof. Ow. Oh. Yeah, I need to run. I think the guy with the handgun is going to get me. Can't take another hit. the f... What just happened there? The guy just blew up. Maybe I would have had a chance if I had built early for fighting. See, if you just maxed out speechcraft, there's so much in this game that you can just do and also avoid. It's way too important of a skill. Here we go again. Ah, his gun jammed! That was lucky. Unfortunately, the exit has been placed by Darius. Unless there's one over here, which there isn't. You are only allowed to run in the pre-approved direction. If I run to the right, there's no guarantee that I can get away. Oh. Okay, these guys are not actually very good. This is the first human enemies I've faced that did not shoot with perfect accuracy and kill in like 2 hits. I might get away here. Maybe not. Alright, I got sufficiently far away that they preferred to move than to shoot. That was lucky. Still horribly injured, but alive. Really weird that you've got to like walk away or walk around like this. You know, I probably should have fought them. They probably would have been good EXP. +1 to your endurance. That is something. Why are there just random hay bales out here in the apocalypse? You know, everything just... something feels off about everything. Hay bales wouldn't last more than a few months. If they're carefully, like, if they're wrapped in cellophane, as some farmers do, they can last a fair bit longer. But, like, the weather would just tear them apart pretty quickly. And yet, here we are, we're out in the apocalypse, and there's just random, you know, fresh hay bales just lying around. Okay. Open. Take that. A bandana. Now I can make another glorious Molotov. To be fair, it seemed pretty powerful. I just didn't have the skill to use it. These toadstools are good selling. I bet they're used for something. I bet if you drink that stupid drink in the starter town, you then get to learn how it's made, and it's made with those toadstools or something along those lines. And yet, I just totally refuse to do something that's so obviously stupid just to progress a quest. It's supposed to be a role-playing game where you play a role. You don't play an intellectually vacated idiot who will just drink anything that's given to him. I really wish that this scanner was just a piece of equipment that once you had it, it could just be in your inventory. Because highlighting the interactables is like, it should just be a feature of the game. And okay, you want to gate it behind an item, that's fine, but it's a pain in the ass to always be holding this stupid thing. What's that? That looks like a way through there. I hear rats. Guess I need better lockpicking. I'm very close to leveling up. Opened. Okay, there's a giant rat in there. Probably don't want to tangle with that. Friggin' 13 HP. HP in a dream. You can sniff glue if you want. What a great idea. Okay, well that corridor is both full of rats and poisonous. I wonder if these big rats are actually that dangerous, or whether they're just like some different version. Like, they're just a slightly more dangerous rat. And they're not like that super rat that's down in the catacombs. Nope, 2 stars. Oh, he killed me in 1 hit. He literally just one-shot me. Okay. Ah, if it says fail, it means you've got enough skill to do it. Let's try and work on both at the same time. Just need to be able to fight, but also need to be able to do speechcraft checks. You know, I can always get the bookworm thing later. I haven't really found any books yet. Skill boosting books. You know, every time you take something, it actually increases the cost of the next thing. So these don't cost 1 point, and this costs 2 points, and this costs 3 points. It's actually an ever-increasing cost scale. Oh! Okay. Damn. Guess you want to stay out of there. A stick of dynamite. I wonder if you can combine that with, say, the alarm clock to make explosives, or the training grenade to make a grenade. That would be the most obvious uses of that. Oh look. As if on schedule there's an alarm clock. Then again, what's the odds that you just blow yourself to bits? Did the quest just say to come here or what? Oh yeah, we had to find a filter. Man, he wrote a whole novel for someone who's bleeding to death. He had nothing to stop the bleeding apart from this fabric bed. 9696. I guess that's the code for the door I broke open. I can't go in there because of the gas. And I can't go in there because of the gas. And I can't go in there because of the giant rat. So I'm kind of stuck. And the only other choice is to just run through like a man possessed, but... that seems like a bad idea. Get an instant 500 poisoning for going in there. Well, I have a lot of antidotes, so I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I? Unless I want to fight the mega rat. And he honestly seems like a bad time. A radioactive area. Okay, well, that is certainly something. Is this game's version of Death Claws? This feels like an area that is way too high level for me. Especially if the filter I'm looking for is not in this first area, but is in fact in the second area. Zarata. Oh well, let's just go for it. Run! That guy seems to have a mask, actually. Oh, it's still going up in here. Dead. It's every corridor. It's not just that corridor. Let me just see if that mask actually provides full protection or not. Better be quick about it. %25 toxic resistance. I'm not sure that really helps. Can't be opened. Yeah, alright. A 25% toxin resistance mask is not going to slow down the damage enough. I don't think that there's anything I can do here. I need to find protective... I need to find PPE. Or be way better at combat than I am. I mean, I could have a bash at the combat. I did get extremely unlucky last time, in that I got stunned immediately. He's right at the door. Oh. Yeah, that's that's not gonna happen, is it? Torn to ribbons in seconds. Alright, what else is in this quest log? Man, everything in the quest log is combat. I mean, look at it. Look at this log of things I'm supposed to be doing. Where are we? There we go. Okay. This, we don't know what we're doing. This is a combat quest. This is a combat quest. This, as we know, is a combat quest. This is a combat quest. That's a social quest. That's a social quest. This, I mean, finding the 4 pieces, one of them's with a bandit, so undoubtedly this will also be a combat quest at some point. We don't know where this one's going. This one is to do this death tunnel, which so far seems like, I mean, at the very least you're going to have to fight some of the rats. So that's going to be a bit of a combat quest. Disposing of gangs is also a combat quest. The only thing I can do is the journalist quest or go to this alcohol cult and hope that that's not a combat quest. Some mushrooms. Is there a way across this bridge? Or across here? Do I truly have to walk all the way around? You know what? These low-level enemies might be just the opportunity I need. Oh. This is a low-level fight. Alright, I don't normally walk towards the enemy, but in this case, it's fine. Ooh. So here's the thing. You have to have, and I've just realized this, you have to have a knife in your hand to actually get the meat off of animals. And you can't actually just take the animal. So I've kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit. 234 experience is a huge amount of experience. Do I have the materials to maybe craft something I can cut with? What about the shiv? Don't have the bits for it. We're so close and yet so far, huh? My god, look at how the EXP just racks up. Right, well I can't do that quest. Let's go to the Drunken Lair, but we gotta go all the way around. Stefan the Claw. You know, I'd buy a knife just so I've got something to skin animals with, but I'm gonna walk past my stash, so I might as well just pick up my knife on the way past. Right, we'll just get to town. A hunting opportunity. I've not seen that before. Maybe that's how you get the rabbit pellets. You only get 37 EXP for escaping the wolves, but I'm willing to bet I could have gotten a hell of a lot more for killing them. Huh, that's weird. We did not start in combat. One guy's got a gun, the other's got a crowbar. I still haven't figured out how you can start combat without without attacking. You know, I presume that if you shoot at somebody, it will start combat for you. And I think the game presumes that if you want to start combat from a distance, you'll just shoot. There doesn't actually appear to be a button that puts you in combat mode. It's just another oversight. Oh crap, there's a lot more of them. I thought there was only 2. Alright, never mind. Thought I might, if there's only 2, I might try and pick them off. But there was not only 2. Before we go to the stash, so the traders seem to change what they've got over time, which sort of leans into the this sort of being a thinly veiled combat game. That's actually a barter check, not a speechcraft check. Oh, it doesn't look like... Oh, actually, yeah. Plus 10 to lockpicking. I love that. Useful. It's just junk. making that mistake again. Right, let's go get my knife. That crowbar, give it an extra 10 lockpick. That might potentially get me in something. That training grenade. Everything needs bandanas. Let's see if I was right about this. Guess not. It's a weapon in its own right, actually. So I suppose... I might sell the tea. +1 endurance is like whatever. +8 to tinkering. Right, let's keep my knife with me for skinning. And my crowbar for opening things. Ooh, it's doable now. I'm gonna have a really low chance of succeeding. Right, we've actually overrun massively, so I'm going to say that that's it for now, but join me next time. I'll have this safe open for the beginning of the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time.